Aloha, everyone. Michelle Melendez, Blossom Inner Wellness and StandTogetherHawaii.com. Woke up this morning on the anniversary of 9/11 and saw that Charlie Kirk had died, was assassinated yesterday. And I want to show you guys this one man who talks about the 6 different types of people in the world, because I believe Charlie absolutely was a knight. His courage to speak in front of thousands of people and in front of the college kids, and the way he spoke was so eloquent and so kind and had so much compassion for people that he spoke with, and he is such an example. I hope to have that when I speak to people who I don't agree with. I have not always been kind like that. He So let me just show you guys this. So I thought it was really interesting, and I thought you guys would find it interesting too.
There are only 6 types of people who make the modern world run. Number 1, the pawns, the masses. They follow orders, they are predictable. They get sacrificed each game. Number 2, the rope. These are the 20% of people who do 80% of the work. But they get stuck when the routines change, and they are useless on their own. They need number 3, the night. Nobody can predict their path, their creativity. They connect dots no one else connect.
Richard Branson, John McAfee, Kanye.
Number 4, the bishop. The bishop will protect you, and he is a quiet planner. Edward Snowden, Jan Tseng-Wan, Masayoshi Son.
Number 5.
Number 5, everyone is afraid of the Queen. Those who run the Suki agencies, those who run the military, the rules and laws of the pawns, knights, and bishops don't apply to them.
So who are the kings of this world in Lucha?
The families that cannot be named. They have trillions, but don't show up in the Forbes list. Money does not matter to them because they print it. Everyone is playing chess, but they are the ones who provide the board. They decide how many fields the board has and how long the game will be played.
How long the game will be played. This is a game, you guys. We came to play it. Nobody gets out of here alive. And what I love about Charlie Kirk is he was courageous enough to follow his heart. He did what was right, not what is easy, like David Icke talks about. So my hope is that his murder will send a wave out, a wave of truth, and that these college kids, because he's touched thousands of people's lives, and those who met him, they were transformed. They had their questions answered in a way that was respectful of their opinion, but was also firm. And he was also grounded in what I would say love and aloha, of how he dealt with people who disagreed with him. Absolutely beautiful. So my hope is that this murder will send a wave of truth around the college campuses, that this man was only speaking what he knew was right, and he had a right to do so. Freedom of speech in this United States taken over a corporate entity that we now live in. So I want to show you one more other video that I thought was really interesting, and then I do have something else to share that I've been working on. So let me show you guys this one more thing. Sean Hannity is being interviewed, or he's interviewing actually somebody, and the person is saying that Fox News is bad for the country. So here we go.
We have to give some credit to the American people that they're somewhat intelligent and that they know the difference between an opinion show and a news show.
Yeah.
You're cynical. Look at that. Yeah.
I am cynical because,
You think we're bad for America? You think I'm bad for America?
Yeah.
You do?
In the long haul, I think you
Really?
and all these opinion
That's
shows...
sad, Ted.
No, you know why?
That's sad.
Because you're very good at what you do, and because you have attracted a significantly
You
more
are selling the
influential.
American
Let me
people
finish the
short.
Let me finish the sentence
I'm
before
listening.
you do that.
With all due respect.
Yes,
Take the floor.
you have attracted people who are determined that ideology is more important than facts.
That ideology is more important than facts. And this is Sean Hannity. He's basically saying that his show is an opinion show, not the news. That's what he was saying in that when he was interviewing that guy. He was saying this is an opinion show. He says, you don't think the American people know the difference between an opinion and a news show? No. If you're stating your opinion as if your opinion is fact, then no, they don't. So I love that man for sharing that with him. And that's what Charlie Kirk did. He actually spoke the truth, not his opinion, but he actually had facts laid out for people. He was a beautiful man. So much amazingness and courage. So my heart goes out to his family, and I'm going to do a quick prayer. But first I want to show you guys, today is 9/11. And I can't really say too much about it if I'm going to keep this on YouTube because I'm still in YouTube probation again. It's been a year now that they have censored me. And but 9/11, we all know about that, and I hope that you know what I believe about that. But I just find it really amazing that today I'm launching my book, my third book actually, third book. And it's called The Death of Freedom: How the American Dream Dies and How to Save It. And in fact, yeah, I'm going to show you something. I want to show you something really quick. You can pre-order this book because I'm writing it right now. My goal is to have it done by November 11th, which is Veterans Day, 11/11. And I'll mail it out to you guys by December 1st. And I'm going to show you guys the cover a little bit closer because there is a definite reason why I created this cover this way. So here's the cover: The Death of Freedom: How the American Dream Dies and How to Save It. It was born on July 4th, 1776, and it died on October 26th, 2001. And that is the cover. And the reason is I'm going to share with you guys. I think I'm doing a screen share. Oh, maybe I'm not doing a screen share. Okay, there we go. So that is the gravestone of freedom, July 4th, 1776 to October 26th, 2001. And the reason why I chose that date was because it was the day, October 26, 2001, was the day that the Patriot Act was signed. And that took away so many freedoms from people, and people didn't even realize it. And that was because that act was put into place because of 9/11. However, it was actually back in the wings waiting to come forward. In fact, let me show you guys this. President Biden, before he was president, says he wrote the Patriot Act.
House of Representatives and the Republican House,
and that civil libertarians were opposed to it right after 1994. And you can ask the Attorney General this, because I got a call when he introduced the Patriot Act. He said, "Joe, I'm introducing the act basically as you wrote it in 1994. It was defeated then not by any liberals. It was defeated then by the folks who worried that we'd have the Minutemen would get in trouble, by the Mr. Barrs of the world, who were worried about the right wing, not anything else." So that has nothing to do with you all, but just to set the record straight. Almost the same thing that got passed, the Patriot Act, was introduced by me in 1994, and it was the right wing that defeated it. You guys tried to help get it passed, including the wiretap changes and the rest. So
good, because we have a vote on it. I would note that
he's proud of it. 1994, he wrote this act. It sat on the shelf. It is an act that you just heard it wiretaps, takes away the freedom of people, literally turns Americans into terrorists. And he was proud of it. So I'm writing this book. Let me show you guys more of it. You can pre-order it. And I didn't even mean to do this, but I love that I'm launching this on this sad and amazing day that we're here on right now. Here's one of the first quotes in the book. If in politics, nothing happens by accident. If it happens, you can bet it was planned that way. And this book talks about how America has been taken, which was in the Civil War. It was with the passing of the 14th Amendment. It also was with the passing of the Maternity Act in the 1930s. I'm going to explain how Americans have been enslaved. These acts passed through Congress will leave your head spinning. We are going to talk about weather modification. We're also going to talk about, this is one of my favorites. I can't wait to do research on this one. More research, actually. Hidden secrets behind government symbols and narratives. If you think the movies are entertaining, you haven't seen anything yet. And then lastly, can the American dream be saved? How Americans are fighting back. The fourth turning, the power of your mind. We have not been told the truth about our mind. There's some really amazing information I'm going to share with you guys about this. There's hidden information about your brain that all people should know. It is vital to saving America. That is true. And then I'm going to share the real story of the Star-Spangled Banner. And this story will give you a new outlook on what freedom means in this country. So you guys can pre-order this book at deathoffreedom.com. No, the Death of Freedom, DEATHOF freedom, deathoffreedom.com. You can pre-order it, free shipping. Pre-order your free shipping, and I'll be shipping them on December 1st or sooner. So I'm working on this book right now. Super excited about it because it's blowing my mind as well. So anyway, how this book came about, it was guided. I knew I was going to be writing another book, and I was like, what book is it? Is it a fitness book? Is it a grounding book? You know, and then all of a sudden I was like, Death of Freedom. This is how these other books started. Great Maui Land Grab. I just knew the name. End Dieting Hell, knew the name. Death of Freedom. The Death of Freedom. How the American dream dies and how to save it. Because we can save it. It's our Kuleana. It's why we're here. This is a game. This is all a game. And we play it by trusting our inner guidance, following our inner guidance like Charlie Kirk did. He kept following his inner guidance and doing what was right. And we're all going to die, you guys. Nobody gets out of this alive. And that's okay. But we do what we're meant to do here. So let's just do a quick prayer. Infinite Creator, Great Spirit of all things, we just honor this most amazing man, Charlie Kirk, that has returned to the infinite source of love. Great Spirit, our hearts are heavy with the loss of this freedom light warrior, this man who is courageous and kind and compassionate and knowledgeable. Just Great Spirit, we just ask that his family be held right now with so much love, knowing that they're not alone. And that this world is a better place because this man, Charlie Kirk, was in it right now, especially. He came to do his mission, and he did it with such grace and such authenticity and such courage. Great Spirit, we're just so grateful to his higher self that said, yes, I'm going to go forth at this time in history, and I'm going to make a difference in the world, because he absolutely has. And Great Spirit, we just know that the seeds of truth that he has planted across the country, that they are germinating in the hearts of all people who met him, who saw him on YouTube or wherever they saw him, who heard his voice, heard his messages. We know that those seeds of truth are germinating, and that a wave of light, of love, of truth is right now building up. It is building up like a tsunami, Great Spirit. And this beautiful wave of peace, of truth, of honoring all people and kindness, because that is the way Charlie Kirk worked. He was kind, and he was empathetic, and he had compassion, and he still spoke his truth, no matter what people said to him. And if people were rude, he was kinder. Great Spirit, this wave of truth is going to be like that. It is here. It is now. It is it is building up momentum. And we get to watch as the fruits of his labor are shown, are seen today, tomorrow, years from now, that the truth is here and that the darkness no longer has power because they have no power over us. From you, infinite creator, we are light beings. We are living men and living women. And we honor the fact that we have unalienable rights under you, Great Spirit. We know that that is the truth of who we are, and no darkness, no government agenda can take that away from us. We are powerful beings of light, of love, and we call that forth now that this is done. Angels around the world, we command you right now to be with anybody who feels alone and to hold anyone who would harm another human being. We command you right now to hold them as tightly as you can until either their heart is turned toward doing what is right or they are peaceably removed from power, from harming another human being. We call that forth now, and we give so much gratitude, angels, for you being here on the planet supporting us because we know you're here. Great Spirit, we know that this world is becoming a better place. We call forth clean air, clean water, clean soil, that our food is vibrant and healthy. We call it forth now. We call it forth that all people have a right to own private property. We call that forth now, that anybody who would hinder the freedom of living men and women, that again, they are bound by the Christ consciousness of unconditional love, by the spirit of aloha, and that either their hearts be turned or they're peaceably removed from power. We call that forth now because we see a world where all people wake up excited to be alive, loving their life, excited to be in relationships with good people, forgiving themselves, forgiving others, in joy, so much joy and peace and love. We call that forth right now. We see the world as that right now. We see all children safe, all children laughing and playing and getting amazing hugs, knowing that they matter. We know that that is done, Great Spirit. We call it forth now, and we know it is done. And we send so much aloha and inner strength to Charlie Ward's family, his wife, and his children right now, that they know that they are not alone and that this man's sacrifice will cause a ripple effect around the world that will make this world a better place, a place where all people know that they matter, where people are kind to each other, where people laugh again. We call that forth right now, Great Spirit, and we know it is done, and so it is. Sending you and your ohana so much aloha from the Big Island. Please like, subscribe, and share. I'm still in YouTube jail. Well, probation now. I'm out of jail. I'm in the probation period until 2 days before my birthday. November 14th is when I get out. So, of probation. So hopefully this video will stay up. Please like and subscribe and share. Much aloha.